So. Oh, fuck, I'm already recording? Okay, that's fine. Okay, Bella, 5, chill out. Okay, so this is a crazy fucking walk I just took, a hike rather. Fuck, it was crazy. Shit, I might as well just do a video about it because I just got back and I had to kind of separate the dogs because just the after walk anxiety from just, they haven't gone on a walk that long before. It was a good 6 miles. Or my dog has, well, I mean, my original dog, 5 High has, but this dog hasn't. And I noticed she started, she has a tendency, she's still a puppy, so she puts on weight. If this hat's a little dirty, I apologize, but it's dry, and I had to put it on after this one because this one was sweaty. Anyway, it was intense, okay? If I videotaped that with my camera, yeah, I probably wouldn't have made that hike because I would end up slipping and falling. We went up angles like that and shit, and I don't really have hiking boots on. I got work boots on. So anyway, it was rather intense. It was extremely fucking intense and all that good stuff. And man, oh fucking man, shit, Shevitz. Anyway, so I don't even know what that means. Shevitz, somebody on somebody else's channel are talking. I think it's Jewish or something. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's something else. But the walk was so intense. I mean, if I videotaped it, you guys wouldn't have believed what we just went through. I mean, trudging through non-paths, hills like that, and I fucking exaggerate not. I mean, these boots were not good for that, so I had to find footholds on everything, and I had to use the dogs to help me to get up because it seems like they have like a lot less problems getting up those steep angles, especially this mountain dog. Now I know the mountain dog can climb hills. This fucking mountain dog, he's good at that shit. It was pulling me up some of the steepest fucking angles. And my dog, he wasn't trying to go the opposite way like when he was when he was a puppy, well, almost a grown puppy adult. He was always trying to turn around and go back downhill. But because of this dog, Bella, he didn't do that. He was like, oh, I'm not going to make myself look bad. So he followed through and went up the hill. Every hill I went up, my dog went up. It's fucking killer. I mean, it was intense, but it enlightened me and it enlightened the dog. Now, when I got home, I realized that Bella, all of a sudden, she wanted to play with my dog. I was like, Jesus Christ, where's this dog getting energy? But I was like, I can't let that happen because that's, after anxiety fucking hike, I'm not sure what will happen. She might get a little rough or something. I'm not sure what she'll do. So I just separated them for that reason. I don't want to try to keep an eye on them. I don't really know. Oh, so let's see. I was going to talk about some shit today. Oh, people that, I got dripping nose now because it was a little bit chilly out there when the clouds come and shit. I brought my jacket just in case, and I even brought my heated jacket in case I needed to, if it blew over a bunch of clouds and it got really cold or windy, I'd be able to take that and handle it. Because when you go on a hike out here, you have to be prepared. Interestingly enough, though, I saw some people out there that didn't necessarily look like they could belong out there. But I can tell you something. Most people that go out there, outside of the HOA or a private area, because this is all wilderness out here, more or less. And once they go out there, they think it's perfectly fine to let their dog off leash. And it's like, no, it's not. It's a no, it's fucking not. One of the dogs, the only reason why it didn't fucking come over to sniff or to check this dog out, and this dog would have torn it to bits because this dog would think anything that runs up on it is a predator. Its mindset is like that. It is like I've told people before, it's a fucking, mostly Pyrenees, second Anatolian Shepherd, and then 8 other dogs that were mixed into it, mostly mountain dogs. And only one super small dog was evident in this dog, but that's, I think, by design to keep the dog from being a little overly, I don't know, I'm not sure, maybe to tone its aggressiveness down a little so it could be around family and kids a little better. But it's a designer dog, like I told you, not a mutt, okay? Anyway, so this lady's dog was wanting to run over and sniff, but it couldn't because the sages are this fucking thick. And there's no way it was going to try to run over through all that shit to come sniff my dogs. Luckily, So luckily, but you know, I mean, I'm leashed up and they're not. They're the ones at fault if anything happens. So another time I was walking, well, same time on the same hike, and I saw some people, and I'd yell from a distance, "Do you got a dog? Is it on a leash?" And they said, "No, we don't have a dog." So I was like, "Cool." When I walked up on them, the first thing they said, "No, but there was a lady just now with two dogs that were running wild. They ran up to us, scared the shit out of me." And she goes, "Oh, they're nice." And the guy said, "Yeah, that's what they all say." But I guarantee you guys, if that fucking those two dogs ran up on my two dogs, it would be over. Okay, my dog would tear them to bits because it would assume they're predators. It doesn't fucking care if it's a dog looking thing. It doesn't care. It doesn't want to smell your dog. It would tear it to bits. It's trained for that. So every time I take this big dog out, regardless of the fact it's good with kids and people and it's friendly to, you know, but unless you come to my house or you fucking invade our space, this dog's going to tear your dog to bits. So I was like, "No, but she went that way." And I was like, "Good." And they said, you know, anyway, I said, that was the best way to answer. And, you know, like, that's what they all say because they're stupid people. And people have the gall to yell at me trying to fucking train my dog the way I want to. You know, discipline comes with a leader. If it doesn't know there's a leader, it will bite you. Okay? You don't want your dog to be scared of you. You just want it to be, you know that you are the commander. You're not the guy that's going to pull out a little treat and feed it to sit. Okay? You're the fucking commander. All right? So, anyway, I was like, well, if those dogs run up on this dog, I'll tell you right now what's going to happen. So it's a risk for me to go and walk this dog because this dog, it's a fucking farm dog. It's not, you know, you can walk a farm dog, but if you're walking a farm dog like this, and there's a dog off leash and it runs up on that dog is history. It's a predator, it's history. I don't care if it's a pit bull. This dog will tear it to bits. Okay, I don't care if it's a pit bull. Pit bulls, I'll tell you right now, pit bulls are ugly as sin. Right? Now, it doesn't mean I fucking dislike the dog because it's ugly. It's just in the 40s and the 30s and 40s, pit bulls were meant to protect kids and, you know, and families. But they've been outbred into such weird ways that nowadays, even with papers, you can't trust a pit. Back then you could, but ever since they've fucking done so many intermixing with fight breed dogs, style aggressive pit bulls that pit bull is not a good dog to have just based on that. You know, you can't trust the paperwork. The paperwork's not going to mean shit if it just says it's approved and all that shit. I wouldn't trust it anyway because they're not the same pits as they were in the 30s and 40s. End of story. Same with the German Shepherds. German Shepherds are not the same. You know, with the papers and everything, it's going to fucking end up probably, unless it's from Europe, straight off a goddamn farm. It's not a German Shepherd, okay? And I'm not sure how that goes with the papers and all that shit. But if I was to get a German Shepherd, it would have to come off a farm. And so what I was like, I was gonna say was, there's these people down the street. They got a pit bull, and it's ugly as sin. Okay, it's the ugliest fucking dog I've ever seen. It's short, stubby. It's fucking got a belly. It doesn't look healthy, but it has that face on it, like, "I'll bite you when you're sleeping," type of fucking dog. And I petted it, but I mean, I was a little adamant too. It just looked like a dog that doesn't get exercise, looks probably frustrated that it can't go out and do things. Those are the kinds of dogs also to worry about because they're frustrated. They don't have the right circumstance for a dog. It's not a happy-go-lucky dog if it doesn't go for walks every fucking day. All right, it's going to be a dog with an issue, a mental issue, and it's a red-nosed pit. It looks ugly as sin. It looks ugly. It looks ugly. It doesn't look fucking cool. It looks ugly, right? Like if I was to go get a fucking nice-looking car, it would look fucking nice. It wouldn't look ugly. So now, are there pits that look great? Yeah, when they're mixed with shepherds and shit. Can you get but pits full-fledged, they just look ugly as sin. Right? The only thing about a pit, another thing that I don't like about a pit is, the dog is not really as tough as they want you to make it, to make people think. It's really just a matter of the lockjaw, the jaw locking. And once the jaw locks, the thing's helpless unless you fucking grab its thorax and push in and it'll let go. That's the only way. And who wants to do that anyway? But the point of this is my other dog, if it was lockjawed under, or one, it wouldn't matter if it lockjawed on one of my dogs, the other dog would tear it to pieces while it was lockjawed. It wouldn't matter. So, I mean, there you go. And look, I don't want to see a dog fucking injured, period. But when I walk these dogs, every fucking second I'm listening, I'm looking wherever I can to see if there's people coming with fucking dogs. There was 3 people with off-leash dogs. Some other people, I had my dogs tied up, but nonetheless, this dog, you know, all bets are off, tied up or not. It'll break a fucking leash, a double wound leash. So I said, put your dogs on a leash. I said, leash up your dogs. They go, okay. I said, no, leash up your dogs now. Like that. Finally, the dumb bitch walked up and grabbed it, and then he walked off kind of giggling. I'm like, man, these people are stupid. These 2 dogs, between these 2 dogs, those 3 dogs, there was only one off leash. The other 2 were on leash. It would have torn that one dog to pieces. You know, both of these dogs would have torn it to pieces. Not because they're fight dogs, but because this dog would have initiated the farm dog, and then my dog would have followed through as if it was a threat. It would have been torn to pieces. And what I would have probably done is just pulled out my fucking 18 million volt stun gun and rain gun rather, and just fucking shocked it. It would have died, but I would have done it because I don't want to fucking I don't want to see it torn to pieces. I'd rather kill it real easy with my 18 million volt stun gun, which it may or may not have done, but it probably would have. It probably would stop the dog's heart. The only reason why I would have done that is because I don't want to see my dogs tear it to pieces in front of me. And so it's either one way or the other. It's either it's going to die quick or it's going to die semi-quick, but it blood everywhere. So I decided not to. But anyway, that's a quickie on that hike. It felt good. 6-7 mile hike. I probably underrated it. It was probably a 7-mile hike. And like I said, I was going up and down hills, going off path. It would have been nice to videotape it. I probably could have. When I get my phone going again, I probably will do something like that. But just a little educational tidbit, you know, you cannot fucking have a dog that is not scared a little bit of the owner. And when I say that, what I mean is you have to be able to say something out loud and get their attention. If you just say, stop, don't, and the dog isn't scared a little bit of you as the owner, then the dog's going to do what the fuck it wants. Unless, you know, look, there's all kinds of ways to train dogs. One of them is just making sure the dog knows who the fucking boss is. You know, you can't, it's like, you know, people are so stupid. Now, of course, the ladies that had 3 dogs and 2 of them were on leash, 1 wasn't. The dogs seemed nice enough. They were just trying to smell my other dog, and they probably would have been good. But my dogs wouldn't have. You know, my dogs aren't trained to attack, but they would have fucking been surprised and, you know, fuck, this farm dog would have torn it to bits, bottom line. Anyway, that's it, a quick video. I know you don't like to hear some of my videos, you know, and I know I really haven't got any subs here on this channel. That's okay. Maybe they'll come later. In the meantime, it's a hobby, it's a habit.